Every year, tens of thousands of Nigerians are trafficked. Some through airports, some through the desert, some never make it out alive. But let's be clear, trafficking is not a Nigerian problem. It's global, but Nigeria has become one of its biggest pipelines. And this is how it works. It usually starts with a dream, a better life in Europe, a job in Italy, a cleaning gig in the UK, a promise that your life would change. Many young people hear this from people that they trust, like family members, pastors, friends, women who have made the journey before. They'll say things like, "You will work in a salon, you will go to school, see, you will meet a rich man and you will marry." And if you're coming from a place where there is no work, there's no money, maybe there is even no peace, you believe them. They don't say that the journey will be dangerous. They don't tell you that you'll be violated. They don't say that you will owe them thousands of euros. And they definitely don't tell you that you will end up on the street forced to sell your body just to survive. In some families, the pressure is even deeper. They don't just support the trip, they invest in it. In certain communities, sending a daughter to Europe is seen to be is like a business plan. Someone who will make it and send money back, no matter what she has to do. Some families even take loans to sponsor the trip because if she succeeds, the whole family will eat, the whole family will succeed. Before the journey begins, something strange happens. You're taken to a shrine. It will be like a small juju house. You will kneel down, they cut your fingernails, take hair from your head and your private parts. Sometimes they even take some blood. Then you will swear an oath. You promise to never tell anybody what happened. You promise to pay back your madam. If you break the oath, the spirits will deal with you and your loved ones. They might even kill you guys. Bad luck. To outsiders, this sounds silly. Why don't they just ignore the juju? But it's not silly when you've grown up fearing it. When your own parents fear it. When girls who broke the oath were later involved in accidents. Or at least that's what everybody says. So instead, you just keep quiet, even when you're suffering. Some go through the airports, forged visas, forged passports. Sometimes it's even real passports arranged through corrupt officials. But most travel by land. First to Kano, then to Niger, then Agadez, then the Sahara Desert. This is not a road trip, it's a nightmare. You're stuffed in the back of a pickup truck with like 30 or 40 others. No seatbelts, no water, no shade. People fall off and the desert buries them in minutes. If you survive the desert, you reach Libya. But that's not freedom. In Libya, you can be sold, held for ransom, tortured, essayed. Women are passed around by smugglers. Men are forced to work like slaves. Libya has underground prisons where migrants are locked up like animals. Some disappear from there forever. Then comes the sea. They put you on a rubber boat. No GPS, no life cap, no life jackets, no captain. You just float and pray. If the boat doesn't sink, maybe a rescue ship will find you guys. If not, that's it. Between 2014 and 2020, over 20,000 migrants died crossing the Mediterranean. Many of them were Nigerian. If you make it to Europe, you think you've made it. But that's when the real horror begins. For many Nigerian girls, the madam is waiting. She takes you in, cleans you, gives you food. Then she brings you a very short outfit and heels. Then you start walking that day. Every day, multiple men, no breaks, no freedom. You owe the madam between 30 to 50,000 euros. That's your debt. And until it is paid, you are not free. If you say no, she reminds you of the oath that you took. If you try to run, she threatens your family. If you run to the police and report, she'll say you agreed to everything. You signed documents. You knew what would happen. So instead, you stay. You suffer. In cities like Turin, Naples, and Palermo, many Nigerian women are caught in the grip of organized crime. Some are under Nigerian madams. Others are forced to work for the Italian mafia groups. Some are stuck in the middle, controlled by both. In fact, cult groups like the Black Axe have been found running trafficking operations across Europe. This is not just about poor people smuggling their friends. This is organized crime on an international scale. Some of the traffickers are women. Many of these women were trafficked 2 years ago. They paid off their debts, then they became madams themselves. They believe this is just how it works. This is normal. They see it as business. One of the most infamous traffickers was Josephine Iyamu, a British nurse. From her flat in the UK, she arranged girls to be trafficked from Nigeria to Europe. She coordinated their oaths, controlled their money, threatened their families. She did a lot. She was arrested in 2017 and sentenced to 14 years in prison. But for every madam caught, there are hundreds still active. Even when women are rescued, most of them don't testify. Not just because of the juju, they are scared that they will be deported if they speak. Some fear that their families will be punished. Others are just ashamed. Even the police in Europe, they don't believe you all the time. This silence, this silence has helped traffickers to stay in business. Some girls escape, some are deported, some return on their own. But home doesn't always feel safe. Families ask, where is the money? Villagers whispered, she failed, she's weak. People treat you like a disgrace. Even if nap tip helps you, even if even if you learn a new skill, sometimes the pressure is too much. So what do some girls do? They leave again, they take that trip again. This is how retrafficking happens. The Nigerian government has NAPTIP, a special agency for human trafficking. They rescue victims, they run shelters, they arrest traffickers. But it's not enough. There are too many cases. There's not enough staff, and sometimes corruption gets in the way. Traffickers bribe their way out. Victims are too scared to show up in court. And even when somebody is convicted, they may just get maybe like 6 months in prison or maybe just a fine. Still, there are efforts happening. IOM has helped thousands of Nigerians to return home and to rebuild. Edo State has a task force. NGOs like Pathfinders, Justice Initiative, and Idea Renaissance, they help survivors to restart their lives. And in Italy, Catholic nuns run secret shelters just for Nigerian victims. Some of these women, they are rescued not by the police but by ordinary people who simply refuse to look away. And just one more time, let me say it again. This is not a Nigerian problem, it is a global crisis. There are victims from Brazil, Thailand, Ukraine, Ghana, even Europe and the US. Nigerian women, especially from places like Benin City, they are just one of the most visible faces, and that's why we're focusing on it today. Because if we don't tell these stories, honestly, who will? The problem is bigger than any one trafficker. As long as there's poverty, as long as there's no hope, as long as people believe Europe is the only way, trafficking will continue. You can destroy the boats, you can arrest the madams, you can shut down the shrines, but until people have a reason to stay, until they believe that there is something better at home, they will keep living. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. Maybe you already knew some of this, maybe you knew all of it, maybe this is your first time hearing it. But what matters most to me is now you know. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like stories like this, please follow me. I tell these stories all the time on my YouTube once a week and every day on my social media. Thank you so much.